Hello, Ms. Kurland.
Right. So you all know who I am. I have been a member of the Green Party since 2016, and I have been actively building the Wayne County Green Party since I came back from a protest in Philadelphia. I was part of the revolution before I knew there was a revolution, and I ran for public office in 2012 because my school district was in deficit, and we were under threat from emergency management. And so it was very important to me to be active in my community. I have a civic leadership background in the Redford JCs, the Michigan Junior Chamber, which is an international organization, the Junior Chamber International. And I worked in banking for over a decade. So my actual career as an activist started when I was 19 years old. And I worked for Clean Water Action for 3 years. And I door knocked across our entire state multiple times on water issues. And we worked on a ban to ban slant drilling along the entire Great Lakes, worked to reduce the amount of arsenic allowed in our drinking water. So I've been a water activist ever since I've been an adult. And my very first presidential vote was in 2000 to Ralph Nader, because I hated the other two people who were running, and I loved what Ralph Nader had to say. So I've always been an independent who leaned green. So I was really excited that I did not actually have to declare a party when I ran for local school board. So what happened and why I became a Green Party are three different things. So in October of 2015, when I was district director for the Michigan JCs, we were having our state conference here in Flint. And that's when the news broke about lead in the water. And so I immediately knew that that was a problem because I've been a water activist for so long, and started wondering if I needed to bring water bottles up to Flint and how we were going to do our conference and how that was going to happen. And then I just started following what was happening in the Flint water crisis. Because what was happening in the Flint water crisis, and so I started reading all of the news articles that were coming out, I knew that there was something fishy because these news articles kept saying different things. So I had started my actual radio show called The Offensive Feminist with Jenny Kay, and I created an hour-long documentary on the Flint water crisis. I spent about 6 months researching exactly what had happened, and I have some of the research information out there for you all. And one of the things that I did just last year in February is I physically hand-delivered a 5-pound packet of information to every single current sitting state senator and state representative. I also gave it to Bill Schuette in his office, and I also gave it to all the news organizations across Metro Detroit, Flint, and Lansing, and not a single one cared. And I think it's really important to note that the Flint water crisis is the #1 issue of the gubernatorial race. And part of that is because the problems in Flint are problems across our entire state. When we talk about lead in the water, there is lead in our water everywhere, across the entire state. When we talk about the problems of pipelines, the KWA pipeline is the reason why the Flint water crisis happened. And that pipeline is a pipeline of raw water, crossing a very rural area along the I-69 corridor that's prime fracking territory. And just recently, there are 8 different natural gas pipelines across our entire state, or natural gas plants across our entire state, that are looking to either expand or new build. And we know that there's only one reason why they're going to be doing that, and that's because they want to frack our state.
Yes. Okay.